Yeah, definitely. And there are times like where we're up and I have whatever I have, and I'm like, yo, let's just finish the game. I'm not really worried about what I'm doing as visual. And when you always back me in for a second, and you see what he does, does something like that even change your mindset? You guys are always encouraging him to shoot, to score, to be that second, third option, roll on the offensive end. But when he has a game like that, does it change anything you think he's capable of doing? Oh, not at all. I think everybody here thinks highly of him. Obviously, we're not going to expect him to shoot 12 or 12 for 13 or 12 for 15 or make 11 threes in a row, but we want him to continue to take those shots. Like, it's not like he was even forcing it. So a lot of it was just coming to him, and he was ready, and he was prepared for it. But we want him to continue to be aggressive. We don't want him to change anything that he's doing. Yeah.
Ooh, that's good. Man, my bad, y'all. I haven't been around. I had a super busy weekend. I didn't do a Kings morning after for the Oklahoma City game when De'Aaron Fox went off. And even Saturday, we played the Utah Jazz at home. I didn't do a morning after that day on Sunday, but I'm here with you guys Monday. I'll discuss those two games real quick with you guys and then talk about the upcoming game tonight versus Washington Wizards. I almost said Washington Bullets. Showing my age. Did you see that? Goodness gracious. The Kings recently. De'Aaron Fox with 41 points. Keegan Murray with 47 points the next night or the next game. Keon Ellis out there balling and hitting shots. I'm loving the Kings right now. My goodness. And then now we got some trade talks coming up also. I heard Zach LaVine, the article was Zach LaVine saying he'd be willing to do a trade to the Kings. I'm like, damn, where'd that come from? The Kings were trying to sign him back when he signed with Chicago. But he sees us winning over here, sees how we play out here, heard we're still interested. He wants to come to the Kings now. On Thursday, December 14th, the Sacramento Kings defeated the Oklahoma City Thunder 123-128 at home, bringing the Kings to a 14-9 record. OKC is now 15-8, and is a team that the Kings are right next to, right near, and it's a great victory against another West Coast rival. And on Saturday night, December 16th, the Kings defeated the Utah Jazz 104-125, bringing them to a 15-9 record. Utah Jazz is now 9-17. What's going on, Kings fans? And all my folks out there. It's your guy, Jay Woods, aka Shy the Man, back with another episode of the Kings Morning After. Cup of Joe and Jay.
I love it.
Kings right now are rolling. I like the way the Kings are playing. They're looking real fluid. On a night when the Kings didn't have De'Aaron Fox, we all know the Kings don't play well without De'Aaron Fox. Keegan Murray came into the game, stepped up, had a big 47 just to show his progression and to show he might be one of them ones. That's my cup of Joe. One creamer, no sugar. Oh, man, that cup of Joe is good today on this rainy day. Nice and warm. Two great Kings victories. So I'm just gonna do some real quick stats today, guys. On the in the Thunder game, Thunder's leading scorer was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who had an excellent night himself, scoring a big 43 points in 38 minutes. Sacramento Kings, as I said earlier, De'Aaron Fox went off for a big 41 points, 7 assists, with Domantas Sabonis backing him up with 18 points, 16 big rebounds, and our dog Malik Monk with 18 points off the bench. In the Jazz game, high scorer was Colin Sexton with 28 points, 33 in 33 minutes. And they also had Lauri Markkanen, who's also been in Kings trade rumors, with a big 18 points, 16 rebounds. And after that weekend, the Kings are now in 5th place, 15-9, right over the Clippers, who are 15-10. And the Lakers have dropped all the way down to 8th with a 15-11 record. Timberwolves still at top 19-5, and OKC is still atop or in 2nd place, 16-8, even though the Kings have beat them twice and only have a one loss differential from the Kings. And that's how tight it is in the West. In both of the games, it was just really good to see the Kings playing so cohesively. Their offense seems like it's out there clicking again. They're holding these teams down. They're closing out games. And I just really like how they're playing, a lot of chemistry. And even when De'Aaron Fox is out, we have guys that are willing to step up, able to step up, like Keegan Murray, who stepped up big time with his big 47 points. And obviously our dog out there, Malik Monk, getting 18 points off the bench. Also, Domantas Sabonis had 20 and Harrison Barnes had 16 that game. In the Oklahoma game, Keon Ellis had a really good shooting game and scored 17 points. In the Utah game, he didn't score as many points. He only had 2 points, but he did have 7 assists. And Davion Mitchell got some playing time out there with 18 minutes, but only was able to score 4 points. Vezenkov got 3 points in 11 minutes. And it seems like those guys are the primary guys getting the time off the bench. Malik Monk, Trey Lyles, Davion Mitchell, and Sasha Vezenkov. In the Utah game, the Kings did a real good job of rebounding. They have 45 rebounds versus 37 rebounds, 37 defensive rebounds, 36 assists against Utah's 28 assists. They did have 14 turnovers. Utah had 12. But all in all, the Kings just looked really good in both games. I test. Sacramento Kings. I test. My eye test for the day just really just goes along with what I was saying earlier. You know, the Kings they're playing their game. The offense looks like it's starting to click, and the chemistry is there. The offense is flowing really nice. Keon Ellis seems like a very similar player to De'Aaron Fox. He's basically, sometimes I forget that it's actually Keon Ellis out there when he plays point guard. He doesn't drive to the hole as much as De'Aaron Fox, but he's very similar, and he plays a lot of defense, and his shot is looking a lot better as well. So I don't know. He's just kind of digging Davion Mitchell under the bench a little farther. But Davion did get to play. Obviously, with Fox's absence, they needed a backup point guard, another backup point guard besides Keon Ellis. And Keegan Murray's shot is looking really fluid. We might have one of them ones, you know what I mean? Scoring 47 points this early in his career. Keegan Murray might be one of them ones. He finished 2 shy of Klay Thompson's record of 14 3-point goals in a game. They even asked Stephen Curry about it, who gave him some props, which was pretty cool. Murray's 7 third-quarter 3-pointers broke a team record that was shared by Harrison Barnes and Omri Caspery. I didn't even know Harrison Barnes had that record. Harrison Barnes made 6 threes in a quarter against Portland Trailblazers. Wow, I did not even know that. And Caspery did the same thing against the Warriors. Murray scored 26 points in the third quarter, breaking Mitch Richmond's record of 25 set in the fourth quarter against the Rockets in 95. And as I mentioned, Keon Ellis didn't have as great of a score, didn't score as many points against the Jazz, but he also got ejected in the game. Kings are looking real good. I just like the cohesion. Utah, I feel like, is a team they should beat. OKC is one of the top teams in the West. Every time they beat one of these teams in the West, it's just going to help them climb the rankings even more. The Kings are doing a good job of closing out games as well. And Malik Monk always willing to step in. Oh my goodness, did you see that alley dunk that he had caught from I think it was Sabonis? He dipped on somebody. Oh, he dunked on like 3 guys. Damn, our dog, Malik Monk. My bottom line is the Kings morning after. Bottom line. Today's bottom line is, as I've been saying, the Kings need to just keep playing like they're playing. They need to keep this offensive chemistry going, keep closing out games, and keep the defensive intensity up at the end of games. Also, the Kings are in a long home game stretch right now with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games at home. They need to take advantage of all of these games here. They need to win them all. They have Washington Wizards tonight at 7. On Wednesday, they have Boston Celtics, which is going to be a big test for the Kings, I believe. But they have them at home, so giving the advantage to the Kings right now. And then they have Phoenix and Minnesota Timberwolves, who they've played both teams already and beat both teams. So those guys are more West Coast Division rivals, West Coast Division competition, and they need to go out and make sure they get a few more of these games. They've won 6 out of the past 8 games, which is great. They need to keep this current 2-game winning streak going, string together maybe 2 or 4, string together 3, 4, 5 win streak, hopefully. Get that record up, keep climbing the West, and keep showing what the Kings are about this year. People tried to say they weren't as good as they were last year. They were only like a play-in team. So they just need to go out every night, be the workmen that they are, and keep dominating games and keep showing how good this team is on a night-to-night basis. So tonight, the Kings have the Washington Wizards, who is led by, you can say, Kyle Kuzma, Jordan Poole. They also have Denny Avdija, which I haven't actually seen play this year. I haven't seen the Wizards play this year, but this is a team I believe the Kings should beat. They're at home. You know, there's a lot of young players on this team. They don't really have a true superstar on this team. The Kings need to just go ahead and show their dominance at home once again. And I believe, obviously, the key to beating this young team is not to let the athleticism outrun them. And don't let guys like Jordan Poole or Kyle Kuzma have crazy shooting games. Make them drive to the rack, make it hard for them to shoot. And I believe this should be a team that they should be able to beat. Betting line. Let's check the betting line for this game. Oh, Trey Lyles got called for offensive foul, jumping to the basket just because Laurie Markin decided to hit Trey Lyles' elbow with his face. All right, so the line on the game for tonight is the Sacramento Kings are favored by 14, -14 tonight. So those are some pretty tall odds there. Do you think the Kings will win by 15 or more? If you think so, you'll win a little bit of money. Are the Wizards that bad? Let me think about this. Am I going to put some money on the Kings to win by 15 or more? That's a lot of points. That's a lot of points. The hell with it. I'm going to go ahead and put $5 that the Kings will beat the Washington Wizards by 14 points. And the cool thing about Bet Us is that you can actually change the odds. It'll change the amount you win, obviously. Like, say I change the odds to, I think they're going to beat them by 8 points or more. The odds obviously drop. So you would only win $1.40 if you won that bet. But it's on there. So say I was scared to do this 15 point bet, and I wanted to do just maybe, I know they're going to win by 10 points. I could do that. I'd win $1.96 off of $5. And as it is right now with the -14, you would win $4.55 if they beat them by that much. So I'm just going to keep it at that. And I want to do a parlay bet today. Lakers are favored by 5 to beat the Knicks tonight. Nets are favored by 4 to beat Utah in Utah. We got Dallas versus the Nuggets tonight. in Denver. Memphis Grizzlies in OKC. That boy Jaw is back. If you guys want to do sports bet, please use the link below in my description. I do sports bets here in California all the time using the site down below. Use the link. It's my sponsor. It'll help the channel. Thank you. Also, guys, please like, subscribe, and share this info to any of your social medias. I'd appreciate it. Like this, if you're still watching, go ahead and click that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you like Sacramento Kings talk or Sacramento Kings in general, Sacramento Kings news. Go ahead and subscribe as well. And another way you can help the channel is place a comment. Comment on how I'm doing. Comment on the last Kings game. Comment on one of the players. Comment on anything. If you make a comment on my channel right now, you'll get your comment posted on my next video. So why not? Motivational quote. So I kind of have my own motivational quote for today. It's actually good old street hood advice. And it goes like this. Don't talk about it, be about it. And you should understand what that means. All right, that's all I got for today, guys. Great couple of wins for the Kings. Great game for De'Aaron Fox. Excellent game for Keegan Murray. Our guy, he's coming up. He's developing well. And Kings just got to hold it down during this homestand. Defend their home court. But anyway, I want you guys to have a great day. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. Please come back. Please return. Check me out again after the next Kings game for another episode of The Kings Morning After. Midday Cup of Joe with Jay. That's some good Joe today, guys. But with that, I'm out. Check out some of my moves, though. It's good.
Ah! I love it.
Less for yourself, like last year, you were really good from the mid range, and it had been for a while, but it felt like even more so last year. Do you think this kind of helped your confidence of like, yeah, I mean, my team coaches have definitely encouraged me to take more threes. Obviously, there are times where you have to get to the mid range, and I think a lot of those have turned into threes this year, but that's something that I don't want to go away from. So obviously, there's always some spot that happens medium. Then, sorry, very fast. But when did that shoulder issue kind of start for you? It was on one of the plays. Door came down, hit me, and just my arm kept going up. That's just kind of when I started feeling it. So what have you kind of been feeling in the day since? I mean, it's just like a little sharp pain. I just will continue to try to work through it and trying to get better every day. Appreciate it. Take care. De'Aaron Fox right there. Shoot around. Anything stand out there? Mainly about the shoulder. Yeah, it didn't go great. Reached for it right away when it happened. I actually thought he was fine because he did the thing and he's favoring it. He doesn't come out, so it's like okay, it's nothing like crazy. And then he handles the ball in the next two possessions with like viciousness. I was like, oh, he's fine.